The first time we see Tommy, he's actually in Diamond's clip. Now, we know Diamond shows up. We'll talk about Diamond also. We know Diamond shows up. Diamond shows up and he sees that there's a body, Chavo, on the front porch. He sees the body. He first blames it on straight Tommy. He's like, goddamn Chavo. We see Chavo in here. The lowered extremities is gone. We also got the dog up here, man. I just can't believe that the dog is gone, man. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. I can't believe the dog is gone, but we see Chavo in the lower extremities is gone, waist down. You know, this is what the ladies call what waist. Well, they go downstairs and they start talking about how all the crews are starting to get chopped off and what's going to be the next move that they need to make. Tommy is obviously not caring, but Tommy also realizes that the more people we lose through this BS beef, then we're not going to be able to compete with the Insane Princesses. We're not going to be able to compete with the Marquez cartel. So Tommy is basically looking at Diamond like, hey, man, you know everything that's going on. What we going to do? And Diamond is telling them straight up, man, shit's getting ugly. Shit's getting crazy out here. We don't know what we can do. And when no one knows what they can do, this is when it gets terrible. You know, you got problem-based like math questions. You got solutions that you need to come up with. If no one's giving out any kind of solution, it doesn't matter what you guys think or what you know unless someone's giving out that solution. And right now, that's where Tommy and Diamond are. They don't know what the hell they're going to do. Because Chavo's crew, the DSD, they pretty much screwed. And that's what he's trying to tell Tommy. Like, hey, Tommy, look, we don't know what we going to do, man. Chavo's gone. His crew, they discombobulated. But Tommy don't care. What does Tommy do? If I had an old lady in the main house, y'all know what I would do? Like right now, I don't know what to tell y'all. I would go and be with my lady. But I ain't got nobody in my house. My upstairs, my loft, it ain't warming up like it used to. You know, I got heated floors, but they don't warm up like they used to. It takes forever, so I got to take my little heater over there to kind of jumpstart the room because my living room is my living room with the heated floors, but then I got a loft above it. I got 25-foot ceilings up in my loft, so it don't get warm up there. But if my old lady was over there, I could just go team up with her. That's exactly what Tommy does. He leaves Diamond out here in the cold. Diamond out here in the cold. Where does Tommy go? Y'all know exactly where Tommy goes. My damn photos will show up. What's going on here? I'm over here trying to run the show. Tommy goes to visit his girl at his crib. And when he gets there, it's so warm over there. Mireya in her drawers, t-shirt and her panties on. Tommy over here gripping on something. When I leave here tonight, I ain't gripping on nothing. I'm going over there and getting on my couch, and I'm about to get up under them covers and sleep there for like an hour, and then be like, damn, it's too cold up here, and go get in my bed. Not Tommy, though. Tommy pulled up to his old lady's house with 2 pistols on him. He had the pistol in the front and the Thule in the back. So while he's gripping on her and she gripping on the Thule, she said, Tommy, what is this? He said, oh, that's for you, girl. That's a typical nigga lie. But since he's white, she's going with it. You know, a nigga lie quick. Oh, that's your gun, girl. She said, this gun hot. You been shooting it? Oh, no, I just picked it up. You know, I just put the pistol, I just put the pistol in my bag. You know what I mean? So Tommy's like, I want you to have that with you. You know, I want you to have that protection with you at all times. So Mireya's like, well, I just got to go to work. Tommy said, I just want you to go to work and come back. She's like, well, my brother's in the cartel, man. Fuck your brother. You know what I mean? Go ahead and let his goddamn Swings expired. Whatever. I don't even know. I'm not in the MLB. Let that shit expire. You with me. You fucking with a real one. So Mireya, she got the revolver. She like, all right, cool. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold on to this revolver. I'm going to protect myself. You know what I mean? I'm only going to go to work and back because that's what Tommy wants. So, you know, it's like, all right, cool. That sounds good. That sounds good. But your brother's in the cartel. You don't need to be going to work at all. Like, if I'm going to be honest with y'all, if my little brother or my older brother was working with the cartel and he bringing in 30, 40, put a 1 in the chat if you think if Mo had a brother getting 30,000 a month from the cartel. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Mo would continue to go to work. Put a 2 in the chat if you think Mo would be at home bossed out. You know what I mean? No, not bossed out, bossed up. Put a 1 in the chat if you think my brother was in the cartel making 30 bands a month. I'd be going to work. Put a 2 in the chat if you think I'd be bossed up at the motherfucking house. A 1 in the chat if you think that Mo would be going to work if his brother was making 30 bands a month. A 2 in the chat if you think that Mo will be bossed up at the crib. Oh man, I'm not going to work. My brother in the cartel. I'm not going to work.
You owe me some money, motherfucker.
You think I'm going to Brillo? It won't show me. I already tried to end your share. It won't show me your like. It doesn't show me yours to end. Hold on, give me a second. I think that's it there, but it wouldn't let me end it at first. Like your link wasn't even at the top of mine. That's why I even said I like, man, they won't let me end Brillo's live. If y'all think I'm gonna go to work,
you're fucking delusional.
Y'all think I'm about to get up every goddamn morning?
You're fucking delusional.
Y'all think I'm about to go put a motherfucking 9 to 5 in?
You're fucking delusional.
You think I'm about to get up and give a damn about life?
You're fucking delusional.
I'm not doing a motherfucking thing with my brother in the cartel.
You're fucking delusional.
Don't you play me.
You're fucking delusional.
Mo, what you doing today?
You're fucking delusional.
I ain't doing a motherfucking thing.
You're fucking delusional.
Give me a gun.
You're fucking delusional.
I'm gonna go get me a job.
You're fucking delusional.
I'm gonna go cash my 9 to 5 check.
You're fucking delusional.
I'm not doing none of that shit, man. I'm not doing nothing. Nothing. Mo, you going to work today?
Answer me, motherfucker. Answer me, motherfucker.
No. Mo, you got a job?
Answer me, motherfucker. Answer me, motherfucker.
No. Mo, you thinking about applying for a job today?
Answer me, motherfucker. Answer me, motherfucker.
No.
You're fucking delusional.
Mo, you gonna pay that car note today?
Answer me, motherfucker. Answer me, motherfucker.
No.
You're fucking delusional.
I'm not doing the motherfucking thing. My brother's in the cartel. Mo, the IRS is after you. You gonna pay him?
Answer me, motherfucker. Answer me, motherfucker.
Who's after me? The IRS.
Answer me, motherfucker. You're fucking delusional.
I'm not paying him a motherfucking thing, nigga. My brother's in the cartel. Nigga, I'm standing on business, nigga. We shooting it out. We ain't paying shit. They talking about, Mo, would you going to work today?
You're fucking delusional.
A job? I'm not doing a motherfucking thing. My brother in the cartel. The cartel fuck with my brother. My brother's moving 20 keys a week. You think I'm fucking with a job? Fuck you. Mireya is talking about I'm gonna go to work as a nurse. Man, I'm not doing that shit. I pay my taxes. I'm just saying, if my brother's in the cartel, I'm not paying no taxes. But anyway, Tommy shows up, gives me Ray a pistola, which is really a revolver. And we already went over. D-Mac has grenades, guys. D-Mac has grenades. Like, what are we talking about here? D-Mac has grenades. We're talking about a revolver. Like, there's nothing we can do with that. We're going to pick it up, though. All right, so Tommy figures that out. Then we also know that Tommy gets with Mireya goes and talks to Miguel. Now, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do all that together, man. Mireya goes and talks to Miguel. 350. Mireya goes and talks to Miguel. Now, Miguel got Cynthia over here. Cynthia is supposed to be helping Miguel out. I know we're rushing through it a little bit, but we're going to go on Brillo's channel. We want to talk about D-Map before we get out of here. So Jenard and Diamond will just have to wait till we get over onto Monday Mistakes, and those will be the first two that we talk about. But what we're seeing is the same thing that we predicted yesterday on Are We Ready? Well, Miguel is kissing up to his sister because he wants her to let her guard down as far as being with Tommy Egan. He loves her, and he doesn't want anything to harm her, but if it means cutting off a little bit, just a little bit, just two layers. I know people gonna be like, damn, Mo, that's fucked up. But he just wants to cut back 2 layers so he can get as close as he can to Tommy. Because when you start having interracial children, let's just say it's black and Mexican. 2 layers are gonna be Mexican, 2 layers are gonna be black. So Miguel, what he's trying to do is, instead of cutting off the family and getting with the white guy, maybe you don't really get with Tommy too much because he doesn't want the family bloodline to be, you know how it is. It is what it is. But also, him and Tommy are beefing with each other. So His plan is to get Mireya to let her guard down. So he tells Mireya, I apologize. I'm sorry for 2004. I'm also sorry for anything that I said against the white boy. Tommy Egan, he doesn't have too much melanin in him, so he really can't relate to what we got going on. But I mean, you are fairer skin. So Miguel is like, look, I don't have nothing against Tommy. You just forgive me. And this is going to let her guard down. If she forgives her brother, this is one step closer to what Tommy got going on. So ultimately, it does work. And then he shows her, I got a little piggy. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy said, wee, 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 all the way home. So Mireya is going for the little piggy trick. This is the easiest trick in the book. So what he's doing right now, is the little piggy. Little piggy is only 5 steps. Little piggy went to market. Little piggy stayed home. Little piggy roast beef. Little piggy none. Little piggy went wee all the way home. That's only 5 steps. So what he's doing is cutting out the bulk of it, and he's cutting it down. So Mireya is falling for it. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, that little piggy had none. That's just eliminating the whole thing. Like, that little piggy had none. He had no reason to go nowhere. So Mireya is falling for it. She's like, I love you. You're always going to be my brother. But in the bigger scheme of things, Miguel, I know y'all follow me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Mo that J. Don't nobody break a show down like Mo break a show down, because Mo break a show down how the show's supposed to be broken down. But Miguel, he's using Mireya's weakness as far as her kindness. He's like, all right, that's an opening. I apologize for everything. Tommy, we got our issues, but it won't be nothing. But Tommy, he's not worried about Miguel at this point because he believes that his sister is enough of a barrier to block him from doing anything wild. That's why Tommy is out doing everything else that he's doing. And Mireya, she's open with that. And that's why, we got to jump forward to that. But what we'll do is we'll just jump to that, because when Tommy comes back home and he gets with Mireya, she tells him that I went to see Miguel. And that's why Tommy gets so upset. Tommy's like, wait, you went to go see Miguel? She's like, yeah, I had to, Tommy, because that's still her brother. And what Miguel is doing is taking her vulnerable spots of her opening up and still loving her brother. And like, I'm going to be there for you. And Tommy, that's the thing about Tommy. Tommy's weakness is a woman. And we always see that. What was James St. Patrick always telling Tommy? He was telling him about that thief. Y'all remember the thief? What's the thief's name? Who was the one doing the from the club? Who was the girl doing the from the club? James St. Patrick was always telling Tommy about who was doing the from the club. Huh? Who was Tommy dealing with from the club that stole the earrings? Okay, maybe that's luck. Y'all calling out Holly. Maybe that was luck from James St. Patrick. Who was the next person that Tasha and James gave a heads up to Tommy about? Who thought she was running the business? Who thought that she was in charge of everything? So we got Holly, who Tommy took out, who was pregnant by Tommy. Who was the next one that Tommy thought that he could trust, that everyone was telling him, no, you don't want to bring her ass around? What was her name? We had Holly, and Holly was on that shit.
I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo.
And we found out who ain't what?
I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo. I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo.
Who?
I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo. I'm not even built like that, Tommy. That ain't even me, yo.
So we got Holly that was stealing from Jane St. Patrick. Then we got Keisha that was thinking that she was running the organization and going up to Spank and two-bitting them and telling y'all need to do all of this shit, only to find out that, no disrespect, that bit was a snitch. Wait a minute. We always thought that Jane St. Patrick had the problem when it came to women, but no, it was always Tommy fucking Egan. Tommy Egan is always the reason that anything in power goes down. Because guess what? When we came into the spinoff, who was Tommy messing with that was serving soup? Who was Tommy messing with that was serving soup in season 1 of Book 4 Force? Who was Tommy dealing with? Because we got Holly, who was stealing. We got Keisha, who was snitching. Who did we have in Book 4 Force? Gloria. And who was Gloria messing with? The motherfucking Flynn family, who her and goddamn our boy Vic, that now works for Tommy, had a goddamn plan to get together, get married. But the whole beef with the Flynn family came because Tommy was messing with Gloria. Every time Tommy gets involved with a woman, shit comes crumbling down. And now we got the whole beef with Miguel, not because we beefing with Miguel. We gotta coexist it because Chase said, you got this side, you got this side. The only reason there's a beef with Miguel is because Tommy is fucking with Mireya. Everything that Tommy does is the downfall of the whole power universe. Everybody tells him not to do it. Diamond has been saying, don't fuck with Mireya. Diamond found out that Tommy was fucking with Mireya, and look where we're at now. Now he's trying to take out D-Mac. Everything points back to Tommy. There's nothing that you can do. We used to laugh and clown James St. Patrick because he was with the love of his life, and that half-smart chicken head Tasha was trying to ruin that. It wasn't his fault. James St. Patrick was doing what he had to do. Tommy has fucked up the power universe. There's no way we can recover from this because now Mireya has to walk around with a damn 6-shooter on her because of Tommy. He's fucking up her life. Holly, dead. Keisha, dead. Gloria, dead. Anything Tommy fucks with dies because of Tommy, not because of anything else. It's always because of Tommy. This is always because of Tommy. And I've been trying to explain this, and people are like, Mo, you tripping. But I'm like, no, man, I'm making sense. It's just y'all think I've been drinking, but I'm sober. I'm sober right now. S-O-B-E-R. I'm sober. Tommy is fucking up the power universe, guys. This is Tommy's fault, man. Everything is Tommy's fault. It's Tommy's fault. Mireya is beefing with her brother. Now we're jumping back between Tommy and Miguel, but let's continue on. But all right, so we got this point. Boom. She went and met with the brother. Now he's talking about we got to get the Serbs involved. So we know Tommy's talking to Diamond. He's talking about Diamond, we got to get the Serbs involved. Now he goes over there. When he goes over to talk to the goddamn Serbs, we cutting out them talking to the United Kings because the United Kings, which you're hearing right now, the United Kings already said they're not going to partner up with them because of the issues they got with the cartel. They don't want the cartel to come and take out their family, which the cartel is who? Miguel, Mireya's brother, who Tommy is beefing with, which we just went over. So Tommy is really messing up everybody. The United Kings can't even partner with the coalition because Tommy fucked it up so bad that their families would get killed if they partner up with Tommy because the cartel's not going to let that slide. So again, Tommy is messing shit up. But let's continue on. He goes and meets up with Diamond. He's like, all right, Diamond, well, look, this whole city is all kinds of messed up. Not knowing that you and I, we all looking at Tommy like the only reason Chicago was fucked up is because of you, Tommy. Jenard was making, y'all remember last week, Jenard was making sense. Like, hey, Tommy, all of this is because of you. It really is. The only reason the Serbs are beefing with CBI because Mirkovic got into it with Tommy. Not because Mirkovic got into it with Jenard, not because Mirkovic got into it with Diamond. The only reason CBI is beefing with the Serbs is because of Tommy. The only reason the Flynn family is beefing with CBI is not because of Diamond, it's not because of Jenard, it's because of Tommy. Tommy fucking with Gloria. Tommy thinking that he could take over the city. Because remember, Jenard and Vic at one point were buddies. The first time we seen Jenard, the first time we seen Vic, they were pulling a motherfucking heist. Well, it wasn't really a heist, it was a drug deal that went bad. And who came and fucked it up even more? Tommy. Tommy made them niggas beg for all that shit. Tommy fucked that up. And from there, Tommy thought that he was bigger than the program and went to Walter Flynn and backdoor Vic. So now here we are. Tommy's talking about we need to get the Serbs because Ortega took out Mirkovic. The only reason the Serbs are beefing with CBI and the coalition is because of you, Tommy, back when you went at it with Mirkovic. It's not because of CBI. CBI was a low-key urban gang that had some beef with some niggas in the city. Before the coalition, CBI had no problems with Mirkovic. They weren't beefing with the Serbs. The only reason we're beefing with the Serbs is because of Tommy. Tommy fucked that up. Remember, Tommy was trying to deal with the Flynns, take the Flynns out, get up to Walter, then figuring out that Walter and them were fucking with the Serbs. So that's when he tried to backdoor the Serbs from the Flynns, and that's when the whole beef escalated. So all of this shit is because of Tommy. So now he's talking about, let me go talk to the Serbs. I'm going to go by myself. Yeah, you need to go by yourself. You fucked it up by yourself. Remember, when Diamond got out, Diamond didn't have no power. In charge of CBI was who? Jenard. He had to fight him in order to get back CBI to support him. But at one point, there was still a fraction in between the two. CBI was going both ways. You were either with Diamond or you was either with Jenard. Jenard ended up getting on that ship, but they squashed the little squirrel that they had to bring him back at the end of season 2 because the pipeline opened up. But all of these beefs started because of Tommy, not because of CBI, not because of Diamond. So now you're talking about, let's go get the Serbs. And that's why Diamond's like, man, that shit don't sound good because we beefing with them niggas because of you, Tommy. Mirkovic was your op, not my op. I didn't even know who the fuck a Mirkovic was until Tommy came into the city. So Tommy's like, I'm going to go over there by myself and I'm going to handle that. I'm going to take some of the dope. So not only does Tommy go over there to try to squash a beef that he started, he takes bricks from what CBI has to put in the street to go give to the Serbs for some shit that he fucked up last season. It's no different than Donald Trump. You put the tariffs out there, but now you're talking about we're going to remove the tariffs and everyone's praising you for removing the tariffs because the money, like the prices are coming down. Tommy, the only reason we're beefing with the Serbs is because of you. We didn't have any problems with the Serbs, but now we got to give them product from our shit, which we don't really have too much product because we're competing with Che, his underboss of Miguel, who is our friendly competition, but our competition nonetheless. We don't have any problems with the Serbs. But Tommy's talking about, let me take some dope, give to them for Mirkovic dying off of a fucking Rico for Ortega and goddamn Claudia getting locked up because of Tommy. All that shit that happened last year is because they were after Tommy, but they couldn't get Tommy. So everyone got locked up last season because of Tommy. And now Tommy's taking the dope to give to the Serbs that he caused the beef to make sure that we straight. Tommy, you're fucking us over. Why is Tommy doing all of this? I know it's not making sense, but it's making sense. This is all because of Tommy. Everything, all the problems that we have is because of Tommy. We wouldn't be beefing with the Serbs. We wouldn't have to give the Serbs no product if it wasn't for Tommy. We could have went to the Serbs like, hey, they killed Mirkovic. We beefing with Ortega. Let's team up. But guess what? Tommy was beefing with Mirkovic. We got to give him some dope so they could think that we are soft enough to work with them. We didn't have to give them no dope if Tommy wasn't beefing with Mirkovic from fucking season 1. Everything that Tommy is doing is fucking up shit. We can't even survive out here because Tommy's fucking it up. And we got to depend on Tommy to fix it. We can't do anything out here. The United Kings said, we can't team up with you, Tommy, because if Miguel is beefing with us, the nigga that you beefing with, if he's beefing with us, he gonna kill our families because our families are in Mexico. We can't beef with Miguel. But Tommy's beefing with Miguel because he ain't got no family. Everything is looking at Tommy like, Tommy, wait a minute. You fucked us over on every single angle. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't do anything. The United Kings said they couldn't team up with Tommy and Diamond because the cartel would kill their family. The only reason the cartel would go after their family is because they're beefing with Tommy. If Tommy wasn't here, they could do whatever they want and their families would be safe. But they can't team up with Tommy because if they team up with Tommy, Tommy's beefing with the cartels, their families will die. Tommy is the bad guy. I know we're supposed to be telling Tommy's story, but I'm just giving you all the angles. No matter what Tommy does, it's like, dude, you're making it bad for us. Think about it. We got to give the Serbs some dope. Why are we giving the Serbs dope? Mirkovic is dead. Let's not give them nothing. Let's make them pay for it. But no, Tommy has to squash the beef because now we need people. And the reason we need people is, guess what? CBI is dying. Guess what? Chavo and DSD is dying. You know why? Because Tommy is beefing with fucking Ortega. The only reason Chavo is killed is because Tommy cut their head off last season. Chavo would still be here. DSD would still be here. We wouldn't have to go get goddamn Izzy to go get Luis, Ortega's uncle, because Tommy is the reason all of this happened. This is what Ghost was talking about. Ghost was trying to go legit. And I'm sorry we're supposed to be talking about Tommy's story, but all of this connects back to Tommy. James St. Patrick was trying to go legit from the first episode, but he couldn't because Tommy brought stupid motherfuckers to the club, and James had to take his suit off and got blood on his shit, and the girl heard his voice and knew who James St. Patrick was, aka Ghost, for 6 fucking seasons. It's Tommy. It's Tommy fucking Egan. That's why Miguel doesn't like him. That's why Walter Flynn didn't like him. Vic don't like him. Nobody likes Tommy because he fucked up everything. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my voice. But hey man, fuck it. You know what? Y'all ain't gonna listen to me. So fuck it. Fuck it. You know what? Y'all ain't gonna listen to me. We're gonna go get the Serves the dope. We go get the Serves the dope. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? We go get the Serves the dope because that's what Tommy. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all don't want to pay no attention? Fuck it. So we go get the Serves. We meet up with the Serves. We tell the Serves, look, we're going after Ortega. We get y'all some dope. Boom, 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 boom. From here, nah, y'all not listening to me. Fuck it. You know what? I'm not explaining this no more because y'all not listening to me. What up, Trench Gaming? Nah, y'all not listening to me, man. Fuck it. I'm not explaining this no more, man. Now they get word from the Serbs that Unc is here, Uncle Louise. So they pull up on him. They end up tossing Uncle Louise off the balcony. We're going to speed it up because we're going to get the diamond story. They end up tossing Uncle Louise off the balcony. But Tommy is letting it be known, like, listen, what we do here, we eliminate family trees. We don't cut the branches off. We don't rake up the leaves. None of that. See, all that sounds weak as a motherfucker. We go straight to the stump and we dig that motherfucker up and we deposit that motherfucker. That's what we do. So Tommy ends up dumping Uncle Louise off the balcony. R.I.P. Oh, he dead. They gonna let, Ortega know why he's locked up. But there's one guy that's still alive, and Tommy lets him know, look, you need to go back and tell everybody exactly what's going on. Let them know that motherfucking Tommy is standing on business. This ain't no bitch ass shit. This ain't no outro. This ain't none of that. I'm standing on big business. They thought I was gonna be weak as hell. They thought I was about to be on the back end of a Tommy comment. And hell nah. I'm real deal, big deal, nigga. This is the end. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, that's how we doing it. That's how we coming. So Tommy and them end up tossing Uncle Louise off the balcony. And they tell old boy to go back and tell Ortega, we did that shit. So it's like, all right, damn. Damn, they didn't toss him off the balcony. Now, we do know that Tommy goes back and he talks to Mireya, but that's not important. That's all you went back and talked to Miguel. We don't care about all that. We already know what it is. The last time we see Tommy is when he pulls up. Now, this is after D-Mac then pulled his little kick. You know what I'm saying? His little kick door, his little hit door, his little blow some shit up. So everybody's looking at D-Mac like, damn, you still alive? Because Jenard and Diamond, of course, they wanted D-Mac gone. But Tommy doesn't know that. He just knows when he goes down to this basement, it's big business. You either hiding the money or you making the money. So when he goes down there, D-Mac is down here like, yeah, man, I did that. I risked my life for everything. Diamond and Jenard talking about, welcome back, you and CBI. Tommy comes down the stairs and Tommy's like, whoa, what you mean CBI? And that's the last time we see Tommy. So Tommy doesn't want young D-Mac to be in CBI. Not at all. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not never. As long as Tommy's living, there ain't no CBI. But Tommy shows up. And we know that Tommy is the reason that all this shit is going down. But Tommy don't care because what he's going to do, he's going to stay in this hotel. You're not going to be able to draw him out. He going to get his food. He going to get exactly what he needs. Not a penny more. Not a penny less. Go back to his room. You can't do nothing when he's in that room without a warrant. And he knows when he's going to make his great escape. And that there is Tommy's story for episode 3. Episode 3 of Power Book 4. Force.